Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good.
I'm good as well. Tell me.
Okay. So a couple of questions. One is the Facebook ad campaign, which is kind of like in two parts.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of said that I need to schedule the campaign for a week to give the reviewer time to see that whatever I'm doing is correct.
Okay.
And so I've done that, but I've also submitted that first half of the project, and the reviewer said that it's fine, like it's completely fine.
Okay.
So what
Perfect.
I'm wondering is, can I then prepone the ad campaign to run it now, so that like run it maybe tomorrow for the next 3 or 4 days, and then I can generate the report?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
If the first project has been approved, I got a mail as well that you have submitted. If it's got approved, you can go ahead and run the campaign and start preparing for the second project. The number of days must be mentioned, so you'll have to follow that. If it's written 7 days,
yeah, Facebook
yeah.
I think is 3 to 5 days, and Google is 5 days or something like that.
Ah, perfect. If Facebook is 3 to 5 days, you can run it for 3 days starting right now as well if you want, because your first project is approved. And then 3 days later, when it's done, whatever report that you generate, the data that you generate, you'll have to fill it in the second project in the template. And accordingly, you can submit the second project then.
Okay, cool. And so, do I have to monitor the campaign and make changes while it? Am I
No.
allowed to make changes while it's running,
Uh,
or
you if you well, it's generally not required to make changes because consider this as a pilot campaign. So even in the real industry, when you work, this is what is suggested to be done. You run a pilot as a test campaign for a period of 3 to 5 days, so that you understand what kind of response you're going to get, and then later on you put in the actual budget and you decide you make the optimum the changes to make the campaign optimum based on the data you've received in the 3 5 days that you run the campaign, because what will be right will only be possible for you to interpret once you've run it for a few days. So that's the approach that you need to follow in the real industry as well. So you don't really need to make changes. Let things happen, because 3 to 5 days is not a very big time. You'll get a certain set of data which will help you analyze and infer what changes are required later on, which will also be asked as a part of the second project.
okay? All right. Okay. I think that was, yeah. I mean, I just had questions regarding these two or three things. Is there anything else that we need to discuss?
No, I don't think so. If you have any questions, anything, are you facing any kind of problem with the course, the program, or is it all going fine? You're done with the content, right?
I'm done with the content. The projects also, I mean, I skipped for the SEO one right now. I just wanted to start off the SEM one because again, that is something that they said wait a week. So I thought I'll figure that out first,
Mhm.
and then I'll finish with the SEO and email. And I think the display campaign you have to just analyze results. You don't actually have to run a display campaign. I've just glanced at the project cursor.
You'll have to check, but as it might be a possibility, because in the separate Google AdWords Nano degree, that is what I am pretty sure about. In that, you have a display campaign with like you have to run it. But in this case, because it's a full-fledged digital marketing, so it's possible that since there's Facebook as well, and then there's AdWords, the one campaign, so it might be possible that display might be just about analyzing it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm good so far. There was one project that had something to do with refurbishing my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, that's I think if you'll check it, I am 99% sure that's just if you have an LinkedIn profile already. I'm pretty sure you must have a profile. So you can just pass it. Like you don't have to do anything. Like
Okay.
it's a very simple, like it's not a real project. You can let it go. Skip that one.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going through that, and I mean, while a lot of the recommendations on that are stuff that I've already done and some stuff that I can do, some
Yeah.
of the things that the project is asking me to do will not necessarily benefit someone in like the creative side of digital marketing, which is
Yeah.
why I was like, some of these things I like doing it will actually have the reverse effect for me.
Hmm. I get it. I get it. So
Uh,
it'll be
like
mentioned for yeah, yeah. Tell me.
no, yeah. So that's why I was wondering whether I actually needed to do that, or if there was like if I could just do like some of it and not do all of it, because like
It,
again, my LinkedIn profile is something that I get a lot of like potential candidates applying and stuff like that. So
mhm. So I get it. So
I'm
for
not.
LinkedIn, it will be mentioned in the project if it is if you can pass it, like skip it or not. For LinkedIn also, if you check it, I think there will be mentioned. You can skip it.
Okay.
So even if there are other projects which you feel that they really do not affect the creative side of digital marketing, you just check it if it mentioned if you can skip it, because it's also designed for meant for freshers as well who are very new to this to everything. So for some people do not actually have a LinkedIn profile, so that's why they make sure that this is also part of the curriculum.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. So finally the only thing I wanted to know is, do you guys have a nano degree or some let's like once I'm done with this nano degree,
Mm-hmm.
do you have something that is a little more advanced in terms of especially from the point of view of business strategy?
Uh,
Less more tactical. Like this a nano degree is a bit more like in terms of how to use a software and how to do it correctly and
Absolutely.
uh yeah.
I understand. So you'll have to check, but there's one I would recommend you can look at it. That's called marketing analytics. So that caters to the data part of marketing, how data is being utilized today, and how you can utilize the power of data to grow as a business in any business. So that's a very beautifully designed course, which includes Excel, Tableau, a little bit of programming as well, but also caters to the marketing. So that's why it's marketing analytics. So so the advanced part of digital marketing also is analytics. So I think you'll
Yeah.
have a couple of modules related to Google Analytics in this as well, right?
Yeah, I saw them, but the ones at least in this nano degree are more again of basic stuff. So
Yeah. So
like
exactly. So the
which is why I was
advanced version.
wondering if there was something. Yeah.
So the advanced version, if you've done digital marketing, then I would recommend marketing analytics for sure. So you can check that course out, that program nano degree out. I think it's designed beautifully. I'm also mentor in that course. That's why I'm telling you, because I know that course personally. It's a very good course for marketing people. So it might feel a little technical, but that's the need of the hour, because, as you said, these things you might have found very easy. It's just the only new thing was the use of the tools and softwares, right? That was the new thing, and that you are used to it now. So the advanced version is using how you can utilize data and grow your business, because that's what each and every company is doing today, right? Even Facebook and Google, they heavily depend on data. They're data centric companies now. Even everybody, how we are being catered to our personal needs is because companies are using our data, our behavior, internet patterns, and utilizing them to push more sales or whatever the business objective is. So that course would greatly benefit you.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll have a look at it. I'll kind of read more in depthly into that course as well.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, never mind. Okay, just keep letting me know when you if you have any, even the smallest of doubts. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thanks. So far, I think I'm good. Whatever questions I have, I think this weekly call tends to solve all of them.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
yeah. Thanks.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice day.